Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update on EOS. Remember, we were talking about, I think it was the other day, 1 or 2 days ago, that we were going to break out either to the upside or the downside, and we got that break to the upside. So right now, the key thing for EOS is to be able to close up above this 200-day moving average. We want a very solid close up above it. If we could close this candle today where it's at right there, that would give us a great shot for this to continue up to see if we can get over this resistance here around that $4.37, and that's off the real bodies. Now if we're able to get up above that, what's great here is this is just a little speed bump here. The next spot I would really look at for overhead resistance is around that $5.80. So if we're able to break up through this, we definitely could run pretty hard pretty fast, just due to how we fell here. We fell so hard and so fast that a lot of times on the backside it's going to get made up. So that's something you want to remember. What we're also getting here or looking at is it's looking like this 20 EMA in green is wanting to cross over this 200-day moving average, which would be a golden cross, which is a great thing as well. We have the 50 moving averages support, and we have the 100 moving averages support. And guys, this is why I wanted to bring that video to you about a breakout was coming for EOS. What happens is you get in these symmetrical triangles and these patterns get very tight. Alright, when the patterns get very tight and the volume starts tailing off like it was, you're getting ready for a break. And this actually broke to that upside, which is phenomenal. Now we just have to see what we do with this overhead resistance here. Okay? And when you play these things, remember, I'm not your financial advisor, but you want to wait for that breakout, and now we're going to see if we can have continuation to the upside. And that's when a lot of guys will jump in. They'll wait for that confirmation, that candle close today, to see where they close, get that confirmation, and then they jump in. So a lot of people would maybe even be waiting to see what we do with this overhead resistance here. If we break through that, then we have a good shot to run pretty far, pretty fast. So that's something to keep in mind, guys. Also, the volume now, you can see it swelling up, that's what you want. Whenever you're climbing up or you're making an upward move, you want that volume to swell along with it. You don't want to have your price going up and your volume going down. So always keep that in mind. But we're up that 10%, guys, and that's what I mean. If you play a position of, let's say $10,000. You play a $10,000 position and it breaks in your favor and it goes up 10%. Think about that. That could be $1,000 profit right there. And that's the power and the beauty of trading, which obviously I don't play that big of positions like I've told many of you. I just play very small positions right now as I'm learning all this stuff. It's kind of like paper trading with putting a little bit of money on the line just to make it interesting and really try harder than you would with paper trading. So my best technique is, play $200 or $300, put it in an account and see if you can grow it. And have fun with it, and really, mark off mistakes you made, great decisions that you made. Put all that stuff down in a book so that you know what works for you, what candlestick patterns work for you, what moving averages really work for you, moving average crosses, all that different type of stuff. But now, guys, let's just really wait to see where we close today. So say we had this break like we did here, and we wicked up to this point, and all of a sudden we come back down and we close like on the 200-day, and there's a really long wick there. That's not going to be looking the best. That would show that we basically are having rejection right here. So then we'd have to pay more attention to see what happens. Because also out of these patterns, you can break up, and then you can actually fall back down through. And in the Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns by Thomas N. Bukowski, it's what I've really been studying about these broken patterns and fake outs and false breakouts and all that different type of stuff. And it's very interesting. It's very important to learn these things and to be patient with these things. Next thing I want to show you, and this is all you can put in your tool belt. So do you see how this dropped so hard and so fast? When we saw this hammer candle on big volume, that's typically when you'll see that downtrend end. You want to look for basically a 1 or 2 candle reversal on large volume. I can't emphasize the large volume enough. But when you see those type of things, that's the opportunity that you want to jump in. And then, say you were down in here, you got in on that hammer candle, or you waited for the continuation of the following day. You're getting in around 185, and right now we're at 417. So those are big gains that really can be made. But guys, we just got to wait. We got to be patient. We have to see, but that breakout did come. And I'll try to do that more often for you guys the best that I can. Like if I see something that's getting close to a breakout or whatever, just keep your eye on it. And we also want to see this yellow trend line hold. That is our intermediate term uptrend, and we do not want to see that broken. That's something that needs to hold for us. We need to almost treat it like a concrete wall and see if we get support off that if we are to come back down. So those are the things that I'm looking at with EOS right now. I'm not going to get into the RSI, all that stuff. I just wanted to be patient. I wanted to tell you that the breakout happened. Now it's waiting to see what we do with this overhead resistance here and where this candle will close today, how much of a real body we're going to have. So keep that in mind, guys. Like, subscribe if you like what we do here. We're up 10.32%. We're at $4.17. So take care, my friends.